This would have been a lot cooler intro if I had a rolly chair. Hello. This is maybe the stupidest intro I've ever done. I have been working so much recently. If you're new to this channel, I do freelance video editing, so I feel like I've been in desperate need of a self-care night. The main reason why I wanted to have this self-care night is because The Hating Game is finally out, and just sitting and watching The Hating Game, that just sounded so nice. So my plan for this afternoon, I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna go to the park and read, I'm gonna watch The Hating Game, and end the night with some skincare routine. Okay, let's go, because I'm tired of sitting at this desk. I have never really worked out, which I know is bad. And over the years, I have tried so many times to go to the gym. So instead of just trying the same thing over and over, my new plan is to find some kind of exercise class that I really like. I'm debating between like yoga, Pilates, Barre, maybe even a dance class. So I've been following some at-home exercise classes on YouTube to kind of just like try out and see what I like. Today on our rotation of experimenting is Barre. Barre was quite fun. It was a mix of cardio, stretching, and more traditional dance moves, and I used to dance as a kid, so I really enjoyed it. Oh, I am exhausted and also way sweatier than I thought. Okay, I think we need to do something relaxing next. No, my plan was to go to the park and read. I even packed my tote bag, and then I looked outside and it is raining. I don't know how I didn't notice that before, but sad day, I guess. I'm gonna stay in and read. I am reading One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston. To be honest, I'm not like super bonding with this book. The book is about August, who meets this girl named Jane on a train. On the subway in New York. And Jane is like mysterious. She doesn't really know much about Jane. I'm like halfway through the book right now, and slowly throughout the book we found out more and more about Jane, which I think it's cool to have this like mysterious character. But on the flip side of that, I just like don't care that much about Jane, and I feel like part of the reason is just because I don't know that much about her. Also, I want to tell you guys about my jewelry really fast. Ana Luisa did send me all the jewelry that I'm wearing, so I really appreciate that. I've talked about them before in previous videos because I honestly just love them so much. All their jewelry is gold. It's like very minimal, dainty, very cute. And what I love about that is no matter what jewelry you buy from their website, it's all gonna go together because it's all the same style. But I'm slowly starting to collect Ana Luisa pieces and have like a whole Ana Luisa jewelry collection, which is very cool. They have everything from necklaces to chokers to earrings, bracelets, rings, and they just sent me 3 new pieces. This really pretty simple gold hoop. I love that this is more of a statement piece, but it's still simple. I can still wear it on the everyday. And then they sent me these snake earrings, which I think are so cool and fun. I have nothing like these earrings. And then they also sent me this like chunky watch band vibe bracelet that I think is so cool. They are also running a really big sale, so I'll have all the info on their sale and the link in the description, and make sure you use my link in the description. I am starting to get really invested in like the 1970s time travel aspect of this book, but it did take me 206 pages to start getting like really hooked. Okay, now that my 30 minutes of reading is up, I'm gonna do 30 minutes of reading journaling, which I'm actually really excited to show you guys this because I haven't talked about the fact that I fill out a reading journal at all on my channel. So yeah, let's go do some reading journaling. It's book journal time. I basically use my book journal to keep track of all the books I read, my reviews, what trope everything is, what stars I give it, so I can keep track for future videos to talk about books. Here's a little example with Beach Read. I have a summary section, a fast facts section, a quotes section, and my thoughts. I'm now going to be doing my November 9th spread. I read November 9th by Colleen Hoover on November 9th, and it is now late December, so that is how far behind I am in filling out my book journal. So I have a lot of catching up to do. I'm basically just going to be setting up the page today, and then I'm going to fill it all out tomorrow. I try and do like 20-ish minutes a day of my book journal. I was going for like a very minimal black and white theme and like drawing things that are significant to the book, but this honestly ended up being one of my least favorite spreads, which of course is the spread that I filmed, unfortunately. Then I went and grabbed food from this new bao place that I've never been to before, and it was so good. I got 2 bao buns and french fries and this really yummy sauce. And now we're gonna watch The Hating Game. and I'm so excited. It came out exactly 1 week ago today, and I'm literally so excited. I guess my initial thoughts of how it's gonna go before I watch it is that the trailer honestly gave me like a Hallmark movie vibes, so I'm a little skeptical that it's gonna be really cheesy. I'm also a little skeptical of the guy playing Josh. He's honestly physically how I pictured Josh, but in the trailer, I just don't know that he was like really capturing the grumpiness. He seemed more like arrogant, smug, and so yeah, I just don't know if he's gonna have like the Josh essence. Lucy Hale, however, I think is perfect casting. I already knew that she was gonna be cast in the film before I read the Hating Game book, so I just pictured Lucy Hale as the character Lucy the entire time I read it. I do have to say a fair warning though that if you have not read the book, you might want to skip past this part. I'm gonna have all the video chapters at the bottom of this video in the little timeline, as well as in the top comment, so you can skip past this part if you don't want spoilers. If you have read the book and not seen the movie, then it's up to you. I am gonna comment on exactly what I'm seeing. Obviously, if you've read the book, I cannot spoil the story for you. However, if you don't want to know differences between the book and the movie, then you also might want to skip past it. Okay, let's watch. Okay, I'm renting it. Also, I don't know if you can tell, but the genre says comedy, which is so bizarre that they wouldn't list it as a romance. Okay, I'm like 3 seconds into the movie, and the opening shot is of the office. The office is nothing like how the office is described in the book, but I honestly like how they did it in the movie. I mean, I'm literally 3 seconds in, I've only seen one shot of it, but I think it's like really cute. And Lucy is on one side and Josh is on the other, and both of their sides I feel like are decorated so perfectly for their characters. I read the book a little while ago, so I'm trying to remember how the office was described in the book, but I'm pretty sure it was like all glass or all mirrors. It was like all reflective and glass, which I always thought was weird. Like I could never picture that in the book, so I'm kind of glad they didn't go with that in the movie. The first lines spoken in the movie are the quotes, like the quotes. Hating someone feels disturbing, like falling in love with them. I'm glad they started it out that way. That's iconic. We just saw Danny's character for the first time, and I low-key forgot that Danny's character even existed, but oh my gosh, he looks like such a dweeb in the movie, but like kind of in an adorable way. He's not how I pictured at all though. Okay, I'm like 15 minutes in now, and Lucy already had the wet dream of Josh, which I feel like that happened like way later into the book, like 100 pages in or something. I could be wrong about that. I feel like it's kind of early for that to be happening. I know it's a movie, so it has to go fast, but I feel like there hasn't been enough time of them hating each other yet. Oh my gosh, the elevator kiss just happened. Again, I'm not even that far into the movie. I feel like it happened really soon in the movie. Lucy kisses Josh. Like she initiates the kiss in the movie. Like why? Why? Like why couldn't he initiate it? I assume there's a reason for that, but why? Okay, Lucy and Danny are going on their date, and low-key they're kind of cute together. Like I'm still obviously rooting for Josh and Lucy, but I'm surprised how much I like Lucy and Danny's characters together in movie form. Okay, little update. Lucy just pulled Josh into the closet, and low-key I actually like the actor who's playing Josh. It's less like quiet grumpy and a little more like smug grumpy, like I kind of predicted, but like low-key I think it works really well. Like I kind of really like that for Josh's character. Okay, they just went to Josh's apartment for the first time, and his bedroom is green. If you know the ending, you know it's supposed to be blue. And I know Lucy Hale's eyes are green. And I feel like I've heard everyone say this on like Book Talk and Booktube, but like, why couldn't they just give her contacts? Like, why? Like, it's so easy. Why couldn't they do that? I don't understand. Okay, this is irrelevant to my thoughts on the movie, but I'm watching the movie with subtitles, and when the music comes on, it always says sexy music. Like it'll be like slow and sexy music or like sexy electronic music, and it's hilarious. Oh my god, they're going to the wedding! I love how it is Christmas time, especially the wedding. Everything is like super snowy. There's like some Christmas decor, and it is almost Christmas in real life, so I'm like giddy to be like in the Christmas mood. But I'm glad they didn't make it like a Christmas movie, because that would have been like cheesy Hallmark vibes. So I feel like it's surprisingly like the perfect blend of like winter Christmas without being cheesy. Oh my god, you guys, Lucy just told Josh's dad off, and it was so satisfying. Like Lucy did that, and I was so excited to see that scene in movie form, and it did not miss. It hit. It satisfied me. Okay, you guys, I just finished the movie, and I actually really liked it. Like, obviously, no movie is going to be as good as the book, but I feel like they did a really good job. The things I liked, number one, I feel like they hit all the major key points. Like the wedding is in there, Lucy telling off Josh's dad is in there, the bedroom with the eye scene is in there, even though the eyes are the wrong color. And they even had a lot of little moments in there from the book, like Josh calls Lucy shortcake, Lucy's love for Smurfs is in there, the different colored shirts that Josh wears every day to work on repeat. I don't know, I just feel like they really like paid attention to the book and like honored the book, which I appreciate. I also surprisingly love how much Lucy's love for books came across in the movie. I kind of forgot that she was like so in love with books and publishing and her job, and so it was like very cute to see a character just like so passionate about books. I also think the casting was chef's kiss, really well done. Their chemistry was so good together. Things I disliked, honestly not much. Some little details like Lucy kissing Josh first and like Lucy's eyes being the wrong color is just kind of like, why did they do that? But I'm sure they have a reason, and they weren't a big deal. The only other thing I disliked is I felt like some moments I wish were longer, like the wedding just in general wasn't a super long part of the movie, and I feel like that was such a huge long part of the book. And then also at the end with like the bedroom eyes thing, that was like kind of happened really fast, and I wish there could have been like some more time because that's like the biggest, like most iconic part of the book. But also again, it's like a movie and I know they're short for time, so I get it. Overall though, I really liked it, and it's just so cool to see a book you've read like come alive on the screen. Sometimes I feel like skincare does nothing, but it feels really nice, so I do it anyway. Watching a movie always feels so frivolous to me, which is so silly. I just feel like ever since I graduated college a year and a half ago, it's so crazy that it's been that long. I just feel like I always need to be productive, which like for what? Like for why, you know? Sometimes I just feel like I don't have the excuse of like, I'm a child or I'm still in school to just like have fun and do whatever I want. When in reality, that's just like such a bad mindset. Like I've just felt like I am burning out so much recently, and I think it just stems from that pressure to be productive mindset that I've just forced upon myself. And so I feel like even just little nights like this are so nice. Well, that is the end of my self-care night. Please let me know your thoughts on the Hating Game movie in the comments below, and also your thoughts on One Last Stop if you're reading that book. I believe my next video is gonna be a what I got for Christmas, and then after that I plan on doing a video on every single book I read in 2021, which is also crazy that it's gonna be 2022 in a few weeks. Like what? Anyway, thank you for watching. Okay, good night. Just a little reminder to not forget to check out Ana Luisa's jewelry. Again, the link for their sale will be in the top of the description. Very cute, very fun, minimal gold jewelry.